Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Friday, April 23rd market update. On the economic front, the monthly durable goods orders were down 1.3%, but ex transportation, they were actually up 2.8%. Monthly new home sales number was way up there. They were up 26.9% for March. And I guess everyone's trying to rush in there for the tax credit. There are no economic reports due out on Monday, so nothing to worry about on Monday as far as moving the market, or at least for economic reports. The dollar was down today. Gold, silver, copper, and oil were all up. Light sweet crude futures were up $1.42 to settle at $85.12. So take a look at the dollar ETF UUP. So you can see that we had broke out of looked like this little triangle here, broke out here. We got up here to this prior resistance of this red candle here, about 24, and got rejected and came back. And we'll see if this support area here of this trend line holds or not. Maybe it will, maybe it will not. The MACD is kind of pointed up, so it's looking all right. So I don't know. Commodities were doing really well today, as they usually do, since the dollar was going down. And quick look at the FXE, and the Euro ETF here, FXE, got a nice bounce. So that helped commodities. They typically do much better when the Euro's up, not down. Let's go take a look at the West Texas Intermediate Crude Point and Figure chart. So still on a sell signal with this bearish price objective of 76, but we did had a 3-box reversal today, but we're still on a sell signal. But we're still, we're staying right in here in this range. We did break down past this the top here, this quadruple top. It was a spread quadruple top, and so we're still hanging around here. But oil was doing pretty good today. Let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow closed up 70 points to 11,204. S&P closed up 8 points to 1,217. NASDAQ closed up 11 points to 2,530. And the Russell closed up 7 points to 741. The Russell had the largest percent gain for the third day in a row, up 1.04%. NASDAQ was the weakest, still gained 0.44%. So small caps continue to lead us higher. Looking at the Dow here, chart still intact, broke above this area here and broke out above there. So Dow's still looking good. S&P 500, same here, made another new high, broke out higher. Still looks good. NASDAQ, they all look pretty much the same. And Russell, breaking out higher. I didn't draw the trend line, breaking out higher. Looks good. The MACDs are looking good. So market was pretty strong today. The volume, it was actually another pretty good volume day. Is above average. It looked good. Let's take a look at the gold. GLD, we had this triangle, broke out here, come down and retested it, the backside of this downtrend line, and bounced off of it big time today, jumped up, looked good. So gold's looking good. Silver, same way. Silver had broke out of the downtrend line, come down, retested, it bounced off today. Silver's looking good too. The SLV, the ETF. Copper's, of course, it had this huge run, but it's been a little bit weaker, so it's pulled back, but it's still holding around this 47 area on the JJC, the copper ETF. So it's looking all right. Look at the VIX. VIX actually up 0.91%. Not much movement here. Still hanging around real low down in here. Look at XLF. XLF still looking all right. It actually is could have some resistance here at this uptrend line I have here. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. But still, it's still looking all right. It's above the 30, so we're still looking all right there as well. Let's go look at the IWM. I've been talking about the Russell 2000 index fund here. Let's go look at the 20-day, 60-minute. I was concerned here a couple days ago about some bearish divergence. And because we were like down here, well, we were down here as we're breaking out, but it's actually, you can see the MACD has moved on up, so it's much higher now. So we're still keeping the MACD's going higher, which gives me a kind of a more of a comfort level here as the MACD's moving up with it. I'll note though, and this goes back to April, if you notice, we make about from here to here about a 2-point move, then a little either consolidation or pullback, and then another $2.50 move here. This is like a more of a pullback, a true pullback. Another 250 move. So we've actually from 7150 up to where, this line here, we've already moved pretty much to the area where we should get a pullback. My target from by using these here would be the $73.50 to $74 area, and we're at $74.13. So now, does that mean we're going to get one of these little, maybe 50 cents, $1 moves, or are we going to get one of these where it's another, this is a $2.50 pullback here, so took it out and held the support, went back up. So I don't know. I mean, it could be hardly anything. It could be one of these, 72.50 back to 71.50, little dollar pullback. Maybe that's what we're in for. But probably I would think first next week have a little bit of a some kind of a consolidation or pullback, like here we just consolidated. So want to keep that in mind. Let's go look at the McClellan. Whoops. If I could type. McClellan oscillator. That's not what I want. I don't want to look at the point figures nasty on this huge movement there. Okay, here we go. So up to 19.86 now, which is fine. We're not overbought. We're past my neutral point, but we're not overbought. We really need to get up in this area here to be overbought, so we're still fine there. Let's go take a look at the sectors. So 14 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The home construction index had the largest percent gain for the third consecutive day in a row, up 3.27%. And the internet index was the weakest, down 0.38%. Let's go back to go back here. Let's take a look at the quick gold point and figure. It's Friday. So gold looking good. Bullish price objective $1,310 an ounce. We're right in here, 11.57. So gold's looking fine. Look at silver. Silver still on a sell signal, but we're right in this area here. And I don't, this bearish price objective, I don't know if it'll play out or not, but it doesn't look like it. So we're not on a buy signal yet. We need to go up here and we need to print 19 to go back on a buy signal. So we're getting near there, but silver's still looking all right on the traditional chart. Copper. Copper is on a buy signal with a bullish price objective of 444, which is actually $4.44. So we're right here. So again, we're looking fine. We had this big breakout, we pulled back, and we're hanging right here. So that looks good as well. Of course, it's Fridays. There's no chart watch on Fridays. Let's go over and take a look at the current market signals. Follow the point and figure chart for the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P. None of this has changed. All three buys, same price objectives. Those haven't changed either. We'll show you quickly though, just to get everyone heads up, that this is on the point and figure, and it calculates these price objectives based on the chart patterns. So I just want to remind everybody, we're up here at this 11,204 level. The bullish price objective is 11,250. So we're not that far away from it, which maybe, and we can take it out. It doesn't mean we'll stop there. I just want to, and it's pretty much across the board here that we're starting to get closer and closer to these price objectives that have been, on the point and figure charts. 1295, 1217. That doesn't mean we're going to have a huge correction or anything, even though I know a lot of Elliott waivers out there are calling for a huge correction of 7 to 10% down sometime in the next few weeks. But we'll see if that plays out or not. Maybe it will, maybe not. 800, we're at 741. So just keep that in mind. Don't get too investment and trade happy out there, because at some point we're going to have some kind of a pause that refreshes. All right. That is it for today. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching InvestSharp's Daily Market Analysis.